Yo guys, what's up? I'm with my boy Froglegs. We just got out of seeing the Backrooms movie, and
that was awesome.
That was
really good. Out of like the top 10 movies of 2026,
that's in my top 3 maybe.
Yeah, top 3.
Top 3.
That's
top
really good.
movies.
That's really good so far for this year.
We can both do our
yeah, you go first.
We can do back and forth. All right, so starting off with the first thing I like is just the cinematography itself. I noticed throughout the movie, like when you go to the real world and into the back rooms, it has this like nice like flair where it's like colorful, bright, and then you get to the actual back rooms and it's yellow, it's bright, it's like the dark, and it just has like a very like mysterious feel to it. What's a part of the movie that you liked?
I kind of liked that it didn't make the characters feel static and just like a device to the plot. Mm-hmm. It made it actually seem like the characters were integral to the story. They made it seem like I feel like without those characters being like so full of backstory and emotion and stuff like that, I feel like the plot would have ultimately failed really bad.
Yeah, that's one that I definitely really enjoyed too. And then talk about the Backrooms itself. It adds more stuff to the Backrooms without messing up that lore. In fact, it adds to the lore to like a really cool part because I guess I kind of basically know like the Backrooms. You know more about it than I do, because I watched them all them before the movie, and I was like, okay, cool, I understand this. This adds more stuff to where I was like, I was shocked, I was surprised, I was just invested into the movie itself, and I just kind of like the Backrooms itself. The set pieces are great in this movie.
They were awesome.
They recreated it while also adding like that like objects and stuff that also no clip that isn't just people itself. Really cool stuff. Okay, what's another thing that you like?
I felt like any movie that can make me go in with like a new feeling that I didn't expect is just immediately amazing. Because like I thought before, man, this is gonna be a Backrooms movie. I probably know everything about this, but it took me by complete surprise about how I was gonna feel during this movie. Like most of the time, I was hitting like the
I thought that like I was gonna be like. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, it's a backroom story. It's just gonna follow some characters in the backrooms, and that's gonna be it. No, they expand about the backrooms itself, these characters, and it brings so many plot lines that, on paper, would make the movie this movie's like an hour and 45 minutes, and with a runtime like that, with all the plot lines, you would expect this movie to be like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
they sum it up and heck, even leave it open-ended in a good way to where sequel potential's there. When they don't, I will say this movie doesn't end on a sequel note. But they can make infinite stories.
They can make so many stories.
The Backrooms is, you can be in Tokyo and Canada. You could be anywhere in the world, and you could click to the place. Yeah. And Michael is playing in the other theater, and I am trying not to dance to it. And then, what's another thing that you liked about the movie? Because I think also the horror, the atmosphere was dark.
That was awesome.
If you can make me feel weird in a movie like that, you have successfully done your part.
I felt like they built a lot of tension, and I loved that.
Oh, the tension was
a lot of times in horror movies, like you can like they
there's
give you
horror movies. There'll be like one tensional scene, and the rest will be like either gore
or jump scares. Yeah,
the Backrooms does not do that.
They did not like overdo jump scares. They did a lot of tension, and even when they did do a jump scare, it was like an actual like full reaction from an audience.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
and our theater was packed.
Our theater was very packed.
I could hear people gasping, scared, clapping even before the movie began. But it was just like, I don't know.
It was an experience.
Also say this too. There is a scene in this movie involving a dinner table. No spoilers. That is the scare. It's like there's no blood, there's no gore, there's no jump scares or anything. It's the way it's handled and directed to where I was like, dude, I am creeped out. I'm uncomfortable. Like I feel like I have to take a shower. That's how.
Yeah, it was like it made your skin feel weird. Like it made your skin feel physically weird.
Bro. It was so weird.
It was very odd.
And then I'm trying to think because there's so many things I'm like, the cast was
acting was amazing. I didn't think there was one character who like their line delivery was terrible right there. Like something like that. They didn't
feel robotic. They didn't feel staticky. Like they felt
like a real reaction.
And it's kind of hard to tell who the main characters are because there's two characters involving a therapist and her patient who's a slash.
Architect.
Well, in the movie you'll understand why.
You'll understand.
But the movie, it's kind of like you're trying to. It comes from both their perspectives, and they both get wrapped up in a very dark way.
Yeah.
And the movie, I love when a movie ends on a non-stereotypical note. The Backrooms does this. No spoilers, of course.
Yeah.
for both characters, and it's like, oh wow, that's interesting, that's weird, and that's dark or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, my only complaint with the movie is the entity itself. It's not that it's bad or anything. It's good. It's weird. It's creepy. It's just the way it's handled. It has like 2 minutes of screen time, and the design itself is good. But like it was
very like, I don't know. It felt very different from
it's
the
hard
original.
not to say without spoilers because it's like you have to see the movie to understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like the way it's told or the way you kind of like see its design. It's new and it's not from the game. It's not from the games.
It gives the movie itself its own unique feel that most people would expect on first watch, and that's what makes it so, I don't know, more gripping than what you initially expect from.
And I think I guess my last complaint is the movie is very slow burn, slow pace. Like
slow pace. Yeah.
Besides the intense chase sequences, it does like drag in some scenes, but it's still good. I think you have to have like a good slow attitude to like.